Okay, everybody, welcome. San Diego Java Users Group online, the Lunch and Learn where you provide the lunch. And hopefully we're able to help you learn something cool today. Uh, let's see, there we go. So yeah, I've kind of waited for a few. It's sometimes challenging to get the technology to work and to get people to show up. That's great. Thank you all for joining. If you're not familiar with Zoom webinar meetings, there are a couple of things at your disposal, the Q&A and the chat channel, and we'll be having polls coming up during the actual presentation. And then we hope to be done around 1 o'clock. Have some Q&A there, and then we'll proceed to end the meeting. If you're not familiar with San Diego Java Users Group, welcome. This is our mission statement. I like to joke about it. Now it's one of those things that I'm not in person, so I can't ask people to, hey, raise your hand if you've seen the mission statement before. I can ask, but I may not be able to see anything. Yeah, we kind of like to get together, hang out, and share what's going on in the San Diego area, the Java community in particular, maybe any other new technologies or things that are going on in your workspace. Become a member, well, to be here, you probably are already a member of the meetup site, so that's really it. We do have a little small presence on Facebook and LinkedIn where I try to cross-post our meetings. And it's starting to gear that back up and trying to get presenters like Raphael to join us from around the world. Our sponsor, this sponsorship is by ResMed entirely. This is Zoom webinar and Zoom meetups that we use are basically ResMed. So I appreciate the call out to ResMed. You can always check online to see what's happening at resmed.com. Announcements. Yeah, this one we may have to modify a little bit due to the interactivity or a possible different kind of interactivity that we have. We used to say, I'm looking for speakers. If you have a topic that you'd like to talk about, give a shout out to me on the Meetup comms channel there, or an email, sdjugprez@yahoo.com. Not sure how we're going to mutate the looking for work and hiring managers. Maybe that would be something we can do with the Q&A or even just the chat channel. Let's see. Okay, yeah, since a webinar format, the moderators, myself, Raphael, and Mark, who has joined us as a moderator, just in the background, they're the only ones that can talk and unmute people. So that's why it's the chat channel versus you get to unmute yourself and talk. So it's slightly different than a Zoom meeting. If you're familiar with that, you have your own capability to moderate your video and your talking. So maybe that's something that send me an email. How did you like the format, the presentation, and the interactions of this kind of a Zoom webinar? I do spouse out the Kotlin meetup coming on the first Wednesday of each month. Ian is still running that. Seems to be going pretty good. So they're doing all of their stuff online also. I think they use a different meeting profile. I'm not sure if it's from Google or somewhere else. The anything else happening in San Diego question, hard to get feedback unless you guys type something into the chat channel. All right. And I guess that would be one thing too. If we do have a question during the session, there is type in the question, raise your hand, and if we need more information, then we can unmute you and we can have that talk. All right, let's see where we're at here. Introducing Raphael. He is also a Java champion living in Dublin, a small island of Ireland, I believe. But yeah, we've worked together in presenting at the last Oracle Java 1, and he does the no bugs, no stress, create a life-changing software without destroying your life. So I don't know, Raphael, if you want to do any more introduction of yourself.
Well, yeah, I've been working with Java for around 10 years. I also created the Golden Lessons book, which I'm gonna share with you soon. And yeah, my purpose is to help developers to improve their programming skills so that they can work on a stress-free project um, and with a quality project.
Okay, and this is your first book that you've published, is that correct?
Yes, it's my first published book. It's about how to improve in your career, how to become a better developer, and how to achieve your career dreams.
Excellent. Okay, and my little speaker bio here. So I basically been in the software industry for quite a long time, San Diego area specifically, and running the Java users group, kind of helping out with other nonprofit organizations around town. The League of Amazing Programmers is still going strong, helping kids learn how to program in Java. So this is kind of pretty cool. 100-year Starship program is actually happening. We had a meetup on Sunday talking about first contact scenarios, which is kind of interesting because of all the work in science and astronomy, astrophysics going on how to detect radio waves and send out signals to other other civilizations that might be out there. So it kind of goes in line with what our motif is for our presentation today. And then, of course, ResMed, your day today, and thank you again to ResMed. Okay, so if we do the end, I'm going to